Hello animal lovers, this is Richard. Today's video I'm discussing the adorable wild animal, the meerkat. Ever wondered what it's like to live a day in the life of a meerkat? Well, let me tell you, it's not all fun and games, it's a constant hustle, from sunrise to sunset, filled with teamwork, vigilance, and a good bit of digging. Picture this, a network of burrows home to an intricate society of meerkats. These aren't just random collections of critters, no sir. They're organized groups, known as mobs or gangs, each one a close-knit community with a complex social structure, and every meerkat plays a role, from the dominant alpha pair who lead the group to the subordinates who help with childcare and maintenance. The day of a meerkat starts with a family breakfast. They're insectivores mainly, but they won't say no to a tasty lizard or a juicy scorpion. After breakfast, it's time for a bit of housekeeping. Meerkats are skilled diggers, creating intricate burrows that provide shelter from predators and the harsh African sun. Speaking of predators, vigilance is the name of the game in meerkat land. Their signature move, that iconic standing posture, balanced on their hind legs, scanning the horizon. They take turns keeping watch, ensuring the safety of the mob. It's all about teamwork, you see. And when the sun sets, it's back to the burrows for a well-deserved rest. But don't think for a second that meerkat society shuts down at night. Oh no, the burrows are bustling with activity. Youngsters are groomed, stories are shared, and bonds are strengthened. After all, a united mob is a strong mob. So life as a meerkat is all about teamwork and survival. It's a life filled with camaraderie, vigilance, and a lot of digging. But don't let their small stature fool you. These little critters are tough, resilient, and incredibly fascinating. But how long have these fascinating creatures been around? Well, that's a story for another scene. How long do you think meerkats have been around? Any guesses? Well, it's time to take a leap back in time and delve into the captivating chronicles of these fascinating creatures. Meerkats, known scientifically as Suricata suricata, are part of the mongoose family. Their journey started millions of years ago, originating from the African continent. The story of meerkats is as old as the Miocene epoch, which dates back to about 23 million years ago. These small, burrowing animals have been found in fossil records from this period, suggesting that they have been on Earth for a very, very long time. Over these countless millennia, meerkats have evolved to adapt to their harsh desert environment. Africa, the cradle of life, is where the tale of meerkats unfolds. It is in the sun-baked landscapes of southern Africa that they found their home. From the sandy plains of the Kalahari Desert to the arid regions of Namibia, meerkats have adapted to thrive in these harsh conditions. These resilient creatures have developed an array of physical adaptations to survive in the desert. Their slender, streamlined bodies are perfect for burrowing into the sandy soil to escape the scorching sun. Their eyes are surrounded by a dark patch of fur, which reduces the glare of the sun and helps them spot predators from a distance. Even their ears can close to keep out sand while they dig. Talk about being built for the job. Over the years, meerkats have not only survived but flourished in these challenging conditions. They formed complex social structures, known as mobs or gangs, which can include up to 50 members. These tight-knit communities work together to find food, care for young, and guard against predators. These adaptations and their social behavior have played a crucial role in the survival of meerkats over the years. They've managed to carve out a life in one of the toughest environments on our planet. From historical times to the present day, meerkats have survived and thrived. But what fuels these energetic creatures? What do you think a meerkat's favorite meal is? Well, their menu is as diverse as an all-you-can-eat buffet. Meerkats are true gourmands of the animal kingdom, taking the term omnivore to a whole new level. Their diet is primarily insectivorous. They relish crunchy beetles, juicy grubs, and squirming spiders. But wait, there's more to their culinary choices. They also enjoy a variety of plants, eggs, and small mammals when they can get their paws on them. Here's a fun fact. Meerkats have a particular fondness for scorpions. Yes, you heard it right, scorpions. These daring diners have developed an immunity to scorpion venom. They skillfully disarm these venomous critters, making a meal of them without batting an eye. Talk about a taste for danger. And believe it or not, they also have a knack for finding underground water sources when food is scarce. They sure do have a taste for the exotic, but where can you find these fascinating creatures in the wild? If you wanted to meet a meerkat in person, where would you need to go? Well, you'd need to pack your bags for a trip to Africa. Meerkats have carved out a niche for themselves in the harsh and unforgiving landscapes of the southern part of the continent. They are primarily found in the Kalahari Desert that stretches across Botswana, parts of Namibia, and South Africa. You can also find them in the Namib Desert, which extends into southwestern Angola. These desert dwellers have adapted remarkably well to the arid, dry climates and sparse vegetation. Now you might be thinking, how do these little guys survive in such harsh conditions? The answer lies beneath the desert surface. Meerkats are skilled burrowers, and their homes are intricate tunnel systems, which they excavate with their strong curved claws. A single meerkat community, also known as a mob or gang, can inhabit a network of burrows with multiple entrances. These burrows are not just their homes, but they also serve as an ingenious solution to the desert's extreme temperatures. During the scorching midday heat, the burrows provide a cool refuge, and at night, when temperatures plummet, they offer a warm shelter. The burrows are also a safe haven from predators. With a keen sense of hearing, meerkats can detect the approach of an enemy and quickly retreat underground. It's like having their own fortress in the middle of the desert. Despite the harsh conditions, meerkats have found a way to thrive. They have developed a social structure and survival strategies that suit their environment perfectly. They are a testament to the wonders of adaptation and the resilience of life in the most challenging habitats. So, if you're planning to visit the meerkats, don't forget to bring your sunscreen and a good pair of binoculars. You'll be amazed at the bustling life that exists in the seemingly barren landscape. Meerkats sure know how to pick a home, but do they make good roommates? Well, we'll explore that in the next scene. Stay tuned. Have you ever thought of having a meerkat as a pet? It's a question that might have crossed your mind as you watch these fascinating creatures with their almost human-like mannerisms. But before you rush off to the pet store, let's dig a little deeper into the reality of owning a meerkat. Firstly, in many places, it's illegal to own a meerkat as a pet. They're considered exotic animals, and laws exist to protect both them and us. But let's say, for argument's sake, you could legally own one. Would it be a good idea? Well, meerkats are naturally social animals. They live in large groups called mobs or gangs in the wild. This social structure is crucial for their survival and well-being. So, unless you're planning on adopting an entire mob, a single meerkat would likely be quite miserable. Then there's their diet. Meerkats are omnivores. They eat insects, birds, plants, and even small reptiles. Replicating this diet in a domestic setting would be challenging, to say the least. And don't forget, these little fellows are burrowers. They need a lot of space to roam and dig. Your backyard might not be enough. Now, it's not all bad. Meerkats are incredibly unique creatures with behaviors that are fascinating to observe. They're alert, curious, and quite playful. Their social nature could potentially make them interactive pets. However, the larger picture here is about the preservation of their natural habitats and discouraging the exotic pet trade. Meerkats, like all wild animals, belong in the wild. They play a vital role in their ecosystem, and removing them from it can have negative impacts, not just on the individual meerkat, but on their entire community. So, as charming as they are, meerkats are best appreciated in their natural habitats, and that's where they intend to stay. In this next segment, we delve deeper into the fascinating social structure of meerkats. Known for their complex social interactions, meerkats are truly one of nature's great communicators. Let's take a closer look. In the wild, meerkats live in large groups called mobs or gangs. These can include up to 50 members, all closely interacting with each other. They use a sophisticated system of vocalizations to communicate, each sound carrying a distinct message. Some calls warn of approaching predators, others invite gang members to play, and some are purely to maintain contact within the group. Interestingly, they also have specific calls for different types of predators. A high-pitched call might signal an eagle soaring above, while a deep rumbling call could mean a snake slithering nearby. Now, if we zoom in on the screen, you can see a group of meerkats huddled together, their ears perked up at every sound in the surrounding environment. Notice the constant chatter? That's them communicating. Watch how they take turns playing the role of sentinel, standing tall on their hind legs, scanning the horizon for potential dangers. It's a role that each member of the mob takes seriously, as the safety of the entire group depends on it. This social nature is not only vital for their survival in the wild, but it also makes their interactions incredibly fascinating to observe. So as we watch these meerkats chatter away, remember they're not just making noise. They're talking, warning, playing, and living together as a close-knit community in the wild. So what have we learned about these fascinating creatures? Well, we've discovered that meerkats are social animals, living in groups called clans, mobs, or gangs. They've been around for millions of years, evolving from their mongoose ancestors in the harsh landscapes of southern Africa. Their diet mainly consists of insects, but when the opportunity arises, they'll happily munch on lizards, snakes, and scorpions. Speaking of their habitat, these little critters call the deserts and grasslands of southern Africa home, where they make their burrows in sandy soil. In terms of their interaction with humans, they are generally friendly but can be quite feisty if they feel threatened. As for keeping them as pets, it's a mixed bag. Sure, they're cute, but they also require a lot of care and attention, not to mention the legal implications in certain regions. Next time you see a meerkat, whether it's in a zoo or on your TV screen, remember there's more to these creatures than meets the eye. Before we wrap up, let's delve deeper into the family dynamics of meerkats, which is as intriguing as their lifestyle. Meerkat mobs, clans, or gangs, whatever you prefer to call them, are usually led by an alpha pair. The pair is most often the parents or the oldest members of the group, and they hold the highest authority. Now here's where it gets interesting. The alpha female is the only one allowed to breed, while the rest of the group helps raise her pups. This is a classic example of cooperative breeding, which is not very common in the animal kingdom. But don't think it's all peace and harmony. Disputes within the mob are a common sight. However, they are usually resolved through playfights, not violent ones. These playfights are crucial for establishing and maintaining the hierarchy within the group. So, meerkat families are not just about cute faces, it's all about cooperation, hierarchy, and a fair bit of drama. These fascinating creatures continue to intrigue us with their unique behaviors and social structures. The world of meerkats is a testament to nature's complexity and beauty. So next time you spot a meerkat, remember, behind those small inquisitive eyes, there's a world of hierarchy and cooperation at play. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something from this video. Have a great day.